And I would like to welcome you to today's digital event on the occasion of the signing of a letter of intent between Enterprise Greece and Next.e.GO, which represents the initial agreement to establish an electric vehicle production facility in Greece. Before I discuss the project in more detail, I would like to introduce our esteemed speakers. His Excellency Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis, ND Group CEO and member of the Management Board, Mr. Ali Vesvaei, CEO of Next.e.GO, Professor Ulrich Hermann, Senior Legal Advisor of Next.e.GO, Mr. Stavros Konstantinidis, Minister of Development and Investments, Adonis Georgiadis, Alternate Minister of Development and Investment, Nikos Papathanassis, Deputy Minister of Research and Development, Mr. Christos Dimas, Secretary General for International Economic Affairs and Chairman of Enterprise Greece, Mr. Yannis Milis, and the Chief Executive Officer of Enterprise Greece, Mr. Giorgos Filiopoulos. So with no further delay, here is the news-making of today. Today's date is December 16, but it seems that Christmas may have arrived a bit earlier this year. We are all here to mark the signing of a letter of intent between Enterprise Greece and Next.e.GO Mobile. Greece has passed another milestone on the road to becoming a trustworthy investment destination. The prospects speak for themselves. The planned facility will have an initial production capacity of 30,000 vehicles per year, with a maximum of 45,000, and is expected to create nearly 1,000 direct and up to 5,000 indirect jobs. We are talking about a sustainable production process based on extremely low carbon emissions. We are talking about a state-of-the-art assembly plant of battery-operated vehicles. So the two parties have so far agreed on an in-principle collaboration, with the next step being to set up a working group that will focus on the framework and the conditions in detail, and hopefully we will soon actually see the full-scale manufacturing facility of our German partner in Greece. We plan to have the agreement completed within the next 3 to 6 months, and we expect the investment project to be implemented in only 24 months. The Greek government, through Enterprise Greece, is committed to the swift and smooth implementation of this important project. In collaboration with Next.e.GO, a study will be conducted in order to select the production facility's optimal location in Greece in order to maximize e.GO's direct access to the large markets of the Balkans, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East. Now, a few words about the actual assembly itself. The production is based on the use of durable, environmentally friendly materials. The use of aluminum as the main construction material could lead to strategic partnerships with a dynamic aluminum industry here in Greece, an industry with a long history. Moreover, the whole process will benefit from the application of e.GO IT systems, Industry 4.0 factory technology, and digital integration in the e.GO production network. But there is more. This investment qualifies for inclusion in the fast-track program for strategic investments because in addition to car assembly, Next.e.GO will establish a technology and innovation campus. The plant will be staffed by the local labor force. Highly skilled experts from Greece will opt to stay here, substantially reducing our brain drain curse. An extensive training program at the company's headquarters in Aachen, Germany will create a knowledge community and increase the flow of know-how from Germany to Greece. All of this translates into conditions increasingly favorable to the creation of an automotive cluster. And we all know that clusters generate synergies. As the sector grows, we expect it to attract further investment, especially from internationally renowned electric vehicle companies, gradually transforming Greece into a model country for e-mobility. Greece, smart and sustainable, can become an international brand, an innovation hub in the wider region of the southeastern Mediterranean. The investment by Next.e.GO is the result of our persistent strategy to attract large investments in cutting-edge technology, a sector rapidly becoming a central part of the national economy. In the last decade, the technology sector in Greece has made great strides. And this project, in conjunction with other investment projects to revive industrial production in our country, already in the making, will make Greece one of the leading European nations in e-mobility, green development, and local production. The reforms Greece has recently enacted are paying off. Enterprise Greece is leading the way of economic diplomacy and strengthening the ties between Greece and Germany. There is still a lot of work to be done, not only in this case, but also in attracting investments from other businesses, with the aspiration to create a new type of industrial production in the country. Our presence here today is a testament to the fact that we are on the right track. Well, this is our vision, and this is why today is important. It is the day marking the signing of a letter of intent between Next.e.GO and Enterprise Greece. It is the day our country is taking its first baby steps to enter the electric car production sector. It is the day marking an industrial change of color from blue to electric blue. Having said that, I now turn to the CEO of NT Group, owners of Next.e.GO, Mr. Ali Vezvai. The digital floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency Prime Minister, distinguished ministers, and esteemed colleagues and guests. It's an honor to be here. It's truly a remarkable day also for us. Greece, the ancient beginning of history of mathematics, and now not only looking backwards, we look proud, but also looking forward, we are all excited. Today marked the beginning of a new history, a new beginning for sustainability in one of the cornerstones of Europe and hopefully around the world. Today is the day that we build a more sustainable future for our planet, for our children, and for the future generations to come. I congratulate you on your vision and leadership, Your Excellency Prime Minister, and also the distinguished ministers, for believing in electromobility, but more importantly, for effectively leading and driving this process. Today is the day that trust, collaboration, determination, and future vision conjunct and provide a platform for a better future. We're very proud to be a trusted partner to Enterprise Greece, to our future colleagues, and to work hand in hand with them in order to build this plant in Greece. We believe that electromobility needs to be liberated. We believe that electric cars need to be affordable, need to be sustainable, and need to be available to anybody who wishes to drive an electric car, for anybody who wishes to contribute to the sustainability of this beautiful planet and that beautiful country, a country which is one of the most sunniest destinations on Earth and therefore is prone to having the possibility to provide green electricity and green mobility. As part of this process, we are extremely proud to have been progressing with the Greece and the Greece government in a very, very efficient, very transparent, and very friendly manner. We're very thankful for your trust and for your support throughout the process, and we look forward to a continued collaboration in the same spirit so that we can deliver this success to the proud nation of Greece and also to the proud community in Aachen, who put their hearts, mind, and efforts over the last 5 years to build this technology, this product, and this ecosystem. On that note, I look forward to a very close collaboration, and so that we can celebrate the beginning of the production in the next 24 months in Greece and see these beautiful cars are driving on the streets and representing the sustainability of the future in this beautiful country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vezvai. I would now like to turn to Professor Ulrich Herrmann, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Next.e.GO Mobile. Mr. Herrmann, the digital floor is yours.
Dear Minister, dear Excellencies, dear guest, also for me, it's a great pleasure to be here in this round and have the opportunity to present our project to start a production in Greece on the basis of our arrangement. Ego is a startup from the University of Aachen and its industrial ecosystem, where Aachen is the technical center in Germany and the home of many technological developments that have arrived in the industry in Germany and brought it to where it is today. Ego, the car itself, is a perfect purpose-designed battery electric vehicle for urban mobility and its specific needs. Urban mobility is the place where mobility transformation will take place. And it will be the center of the transformation from the traditional mobility concepts into modern electrical mobility concepts. Ego was founded to help the transformation into the future in mobility with a better sustainable footprint and a much better utilization concept than the existing solutions. Ego itself, however, is a result not only from a good product design, but it is a result from a production design which is unique and which could be the mark for production, how it will arrive also in other industrial areas in the years to come. It is the first production that is designed truly on Industry 4.0 principles with highly connected 5G and processes, and it is the first purpose-designed production for the Internet of Things, which is at the start. It creates not only advantages in production and also new product designs as Ego represents it. It creates also a great advantage in the sustainability footprint as it serves the principles of the circular economy. It goes with Ego itself as a product, not only is a vehicle, but it also goes with an ecosystem, a digital platform, where it provides very different access of customers into mobile concepts. And it also provides a very different integration of other mobility providers so that we can truly speak about Ego as a strong contribution to the mobility transformation. The production concept of Ego is not only made in order to create an innovative product, but also is designed to serve a global rollout throughout Europe and other geographies in the world. The repetition of the production is core of the design. That Aachen is branding as the Internet of Production. To replicate the production allows us the entry in Greece in such short time, which is revolutionary compared to the traditional industrial world. And it allows us to be closer to our markets with less capital investments and with a strong focus on the new customers that are served with new mobility concepts. Greece is a perfect example for our strategy to globally roll out our footprint with our concept into the world, and the support of the Greek governance shows how Ego's concept is perceived as the next generation of industrial production. I'm really happy to have this opportunity to be the CEO of this great company and to also have the opportunity to start in Greece as one of our strong locations in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. I would now like to invite our Prime Minister, Mr. Kyriakos Mitsotakis, to take the digital floor. Up to you, sir.
Thank you, Minister, it's a real pleasure to be with you, and I'm very, very happy that we have proceeded with signing this letter of intent between Enterprise Greece and E.GO to set up a manufacturing plant that will build next generation electric vehicles purpose-built for urban mobility. Since the early 80s, Greece has not been part of the global manufacturing supply chain regarding the automotive industry. And that is indeed a pity, but we have an opportunity to rectify that now that we're moving into the next phase of mobility, which is inevitably going to be electromobility. We want to make a very clear case that we want to be part of this ecosystem. We have a very ambitious plan to roll out e-mobility services in Greece. As you know, we have already signed a partnership agreement with Volkswagen to transform one of our islands into a fully electric mobility island, which will serve, I think, as a wonderful example of the advantages that electric mobility has to offer, especially for islands. And I'm so happy that today we're taking the first step in the direction of actually setting up a manufacturing plant in Greece to produce these types of vehicles. This is an important step for us because we've made it very clear that we don't envision Greece simply as a country that is competitive when it comes to services. We also want to be competitive when it comes to real cutting-edge manufacturing. And I think we are taking an important first step in that direction. I know there's still a lot of work to be done in terms of finalizing the agreement, identifying the proper site. I think various regions of Greece that will be competing for this type of investment. But I'm sure that we will proceed according to plan. I was fascinated by what the professor said regarding the innovation of the manufacturing process itself. So this is not just about building a new car, it's also about a different way of envisioning how manufacturing is going to be done in the age of the Internet of Things, which also allows for this project to be completed in a much shorter timescale compared to traditional automotive manufacturing plants. I think we have a lot to offer. Greece is quickly transforming itself as a country which is open to sophisticated foreign direct investments, such as the one we are contemplating today. We're offering not just a strong suite of financial incentives, but we're also offering access to a very talented and skilled labor force. Hopefully, once this project is going to be completed, we'll be talking about 1,000 direct jobs and maybe 5,000 indirect jobs, because around these types of investments, usually a whole cluster is being built, and I'm sure that this may be an opportunity for us to make our presence felt in the entire supply chain of electric mobility vehicles. So this is an important day for us. We're very, very happy that we have made progress. Congratulations to Enterprise Greece and the entire team that has worked on this project. And now it's up to us, both the Greek government and of course the company E.GO, to make sure that we stick to the timetable and that we start construction of the manufacturing site as quickly as possible, so that the first made in Greece electric vehicles will be produced within the envisioned time frame. Again, congratulations to everyone, and we'll be closely monitoring the progress of the project.
Thank you, Prime Minister. I would now like to pass the digital floor to our Minister of Development and Investments, Mr. Adonis Georgiadis. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Papathanassis. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. I want to welcome all our distinguished guests and reassure them that we share their dream to make a success in Greece. And our ministry and all of my team under the supervision of the Prime Minister himself. We are here to help to overcome any bureaucratic obstacle that may occur, to give all the incentives that European law permits, and fix a big internal market for these electric cars. Because the most important thing here is not only that we have an investment in the technology field that we really care about, and it's important, but this investment shares our vision for a much greener Greece, and more environmental friendly Greece, and a more use of the electric cars. I personally use an electric car in my personal life, and I'm very happy with it. And I totally understand your vision of having some cars in a price that the average consumer could buy. This is a real revolution, and having a car that is reliable, environmental friendly, and easy to be bought from the average consumer could change totally our market. This is something that we care about. This is something that we wanted to see happening in Greece, and we are here to help, sir, in any way we can. So you can be totally confident that when you start your production here and your line of production, you will have a friendly government and friendly people to help you. Having said that, I have only to comment also that you will be surprised with the average skill of our workers, which are very well educated, and they will be very productive in the production of these kind of vehicles, much more than you could expect from a country like Greece. And this is something that all the foreign investors that has come this month here and started their production, they share with us every day that they are surprised with the skills people have in the country. So I'm totally confident that when all this starts, it will be a big success, and we welcome you again with a very warm and strong way. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, I have to say, because we're under this period.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you very much for your kind words and support. In this project, we have been supported tremendously from your ministry, from alternate minister, Mr. Papathanassis, and the deputy minister in charge of research and technology, Mr. Christos Dimas. So I would like to turn now to alternate minister Papathanassis. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Deputy Minister, Mr. Fragogiannis, Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Vesvai, Professor Herman, Mr. Konstantinidis, dear colleagues. It is surely a very significant day, as it seems it could be the beginning of coming back from the 80s, as we had at those times vehicle manufacturing, and it is actually a future vision that we would like to meet. We're very eager to meet this vision. And that is why our government, right from the beginning, we are implementing structural reforms in order to make Greece competitive and restart growth. Of course, innovation is our number one priority, and we would like to create a friendly environment, as this could contribute to reversing an effect that we had during the financial crisis, the brain drain, and to change that into a brain gain. We want Greece to become a strategic hub for multinational firms in the great area of Central and Eastern Europe, while we are transforming to a global R&D point of reference, and especially this is something that we would like to happen for the region. We are committed to promote sustainable development, circular economy, green energy, and innovation as central pillars for improving the economic and environmental conditions of our country. So we have discussed, and we are offering incentives, especially for investments like yours, emblematic investments, And this could result to special spatial development plans, therefore possibility to have your own spatial development for your strategic investment, and that is the increase of the building area that could result in a lot. Also, we provide tax incentives, stabilization of the tax rate, tax exemptions, and of course, we are providing acceleration of the tax depreciations for the assets which are included in the approved investment plan. Following that, we are offering fast-track licensing, and your investment will deal with our strategic investment team, and you will receive your licensing procedures and the permits within a certain time. Also, we're continuing that. We offer grants for R&D projects, and that is up to 20 million per investment plan, according to the investment plan. And we also we are visioning to embrace your future investment. We want to choose our country to proceed. We will be by your side, and we are sure that this collaboration will end to a successful ordeal. Thank you very much, and of course, I wish you Merry Christmas, and hopefully we'll see you very soon here. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. It is now time for Dr. Dimas, who is our Deputy Minister in charge of Research and Technology. Christos, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. This is a very happy day for us as well, and we are extremely content with today's development. But we all know that we have to work 2 times harder now in order to implement the idea into the manufacturing process and the R&D center. I just wanna underline, although we've already discussed it thoroughly, that Greece is a very attractive country for innovative R&D investments. We do have the super deduction rates up to 200%, and actually we are working within the government in order to increase the incentives for R&D in other fields as well. We do have the highly skilled experts, our human capital, of which we are extremely proud. We have excellent scientists in very good research centers and universities across the country. But we also have an emerging startup ecosystem that has already achieved important results in the last years. And now we're trying to organize it much more effectively through Elevate Greece. And what I do want to point is that we might not have a traditional automotive cluster within the country, but what we do want to do is build around the agreement with Ego in order to create an innovative automotive cluster. So this investment is extremely important for us, and we hope that within the next 2 years, Ego will be one of the central players of our innovative cluster of the automotive industry. So thank you very much. I wish you all the best for the holidays. I know you have a lockdown now in Germany, hopefully. Scientists have invented effective and safe vaccines. So we do hope that we will have the opportunity in the next year to meet up again physically. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. Let me now turn to our Secretary General for International Affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Yannis Milis, who is also the Chairman of Enterprise Greece. The floor is yours, sir.
Honorable Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis, dear Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I would also like to welcome you in today's virtual event to acknowledge the signing of a letter of intent between Enterprise Greece and the Next.e.GO SE. What we consider important is that this project, when implemented, will project a new image for Greece, making it a reference country for e-mobility. This agreement highlights not just our country's potential to attract high-caliber investments, but also the government's commitment to put together and implement a strategic plan that will generate the right business ecosystem for mobility companies to operate in. As Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in charge of economic diplomacy and Chairman of Enterprise Greece, I'm extremely happy to stand witness as another emblematic project comes to life. Enterprise Greece is the state agency mandated to attract investments in Greece and promote the country as investment destination. Our goal is to implement not only tourism and technology-related investments, but also in advanced industrial production. And that is exactly what I aim for with this letter of intent, to lay the foundations for bringing a production facility of e-cars in Greece. The National Transition Plan to Electromobility is, after all, one of the central pillars of the Greek government's environmental plans for the abolition by 2028 of fossil fuels harmful to the environment. Greece is committed to promoting sustainable development, green energy, and innovation as prerequisites for the continuous improvement of social, financial, and environmental conditions. In this context, the Greek government has adopted a comprehensive strategy to mitigate and adapt to climate change, promoting decarbonization, energy efficiency, renewable energy sources, and electromobility. Our goal is to promote programs that will help the transition to a green growth economy. e.GO's expression of interest is the result of the strategy to attract large investments in cutting-edge areas of technology. It is also an important step for adapting technologies that strengthen the economy and protect the environment. This investment in Greece is expected to boost employment by offering new jobs, but most important, by utilizing specialized high-skilled personnel. e.GO's investment is also expected to provide valuable know-how, which will remain in the country and will elevate other Greek companies as well. And of course, it will attract other investors active in the production and sale of electrical vehicles, gradually turning Greece into a reference country for e-mobility. In my capacity as Chairman of Enterprise Greece, I'm really happy to welcome Next.e.GO SE in Greece. I'm confident that in the future, the investment will be mentioned as the starting point of a new image of Greece in the world of electromobility. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Smilis. From my side, I would like to express our sincere commitment to proceed forward with this project. And together with my wishes for Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, I would like now to turn to our Prime Minister, Mr. Kyriakos Mitsotakis, for his closing statements.
Well, I don't have much to add, just to tell you how excited we are about proceeding with this project, to reiterate the full commitment of our government to support the company throughout the various stages, from licensing to building the site to final production, and to reiterate our commitment to make Greece a case study for a country that can attract these types of cutting-edge, innovative investments that also will allow us to charter a path towards a greener and more sustainable future. So again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and looking forward quickly moving towards implementing what has been agreed in the letter of intent.
Thank you, sir. Hopefully soon we will be driving an e.GO made in Greece. So on that note, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you very much.